everybody, and welcome back to Survival with Fix. I am so happy to be back in this world. So I took a little bit of a Minecraft break for about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days. I had some IRL stuff that's going on, and that's going to be a lot of a sort of thing that we're going to talk about over the coming months, because there's some big things happening in life, and I'll be very open with that once things are all settled. But for right now, I just needed to go, you know, we finished this big build last time, and I took a little bit of a break because I've been focusing just for a few days on my new channel, which is Fixxitt412 Games. If it is something that is interesting to you, then go over and join it. Look, I'll be totally honest, if it's not something that's interesting to you, then don't subscribe over there, because everyone who subscribes knowing that you're not going to click a Lego Star Wars video or Horizon Zero Dawn video or whatever, you kind of killing my click-through rate. So don't subscribe if you're not going to click it, but if you are, then go ahead and join, because I've been having a really fun time playing over there. Well, today we're working in Steelport again, and I know from looking at the video analytics and all that kind of stuff that Steelport maybe not the most absolutely favorite place of everyone. I like it, but we want to landscape this City Hall area. So that's going to be the idea. That's going to be the goal of what we're going to do. And a couple things have to happen. Like, I want this to be a very large, we're going to go basically the entire width of this place, maybe even wider. I haven't decided yet. And just pave it all, basically. We're going to do all this paving, not a road. This is a road for cars, but we're going to make paving, and I'm actually going to make a parking lot. Our first parking lot. We're going to do a parking lot probably over here. I think we'll probably take out a little bit of this land and make a little bit of a parking lot. I don't know what they drive here. Probably horse and carriage, probably. So we're going to make a parking lot for horse and carriage, because look, I don't think I want to have cars in this world. I just feel like once you go down that road, then you're building cars, and they never look that realistic, I don't think. So yeah, so we're gonna do a horse and carriage sort of hitching post parking lot over there, and then we're gonna pave this area and make it look really, really nice. So that all being said, I do kind of want this road to be fairly flat, because if I'm gonna be bringing this across here, this sort of down area here, it doesn't work great for what I'm kind of envisioning. So what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking that we're gonna bring all of this layer right here up 2 levels and make it very flat, because that's going to make it a little bit easier to do some building. So let's remove this road first and flatten it up to this height. Well, that didn't take very long at all, and I got the whole road flattened. The reason why I want flattened is because I want this to be a smooth transition from here over to here. So I think what I'm going to do, first thing is I'm going to do a pool. I think that's the coolest thing, and also I'm going to keep this. Do I want it to be up? Yeah, I think I want to keep this down a level. So what we're going to do to make this a little easier is I'm just going to kind of come along here. Oh, I don't have my shuffle, my beloved shuffle mod, because I don't have any mods in this. I'm running pre-release 5 at this moment. So yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a straight line so I know exactly how much room I have to work with. And I want to do a water pool right here. And then we're going to do tree lines, maybe cherry blossom perhaps. I'm not totally sure yet, along the side. So we'll do something along these lines. So I think it looks pretty darn good. I'm happy with this right here. So its pool's not quite as big as what I had hoped, but I think I need to next pave probably most of this area, because it's going to be easier once I pave it to sort of figure out where the plants are going to go. The other thing I want to do is I want to eventually maybe think about a gate here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, let's take a look here. So I have basically the sort of area laid out. I decided to go with a offset here. I think that's going to turn out for the best. Definitely going to do grass area in there. I think bringing in some nature, some trees is going to really help this build out. I like it a lot, don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to help. This area is going to be courtyard and like all basically paved with some special trees. These are going to be pillars. So unfortunately I can't do time lapse right now since we're in a snapshot and I don't have fabric or anything running. So you're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, we're just going to do little tiny pillars right here, and possibly maybe statues. I haven't decided yet, or maybe a tree. Maybe I'll go the lazy route in a tree, or I don't know. I don't know. But regardless, this is going to be kind of a little fence here. Not very big, just a little fence so you can see through, you can see it, and you can see what's going on the inside here. So what do we think? I got some very simple and very uniform trees here. The one thing, this one's off-center by 1 because it's an even number, but I think that's okay. I think trees wouldn't grow exactly where you want them, no matter how well manicured they probably are. So that's all right. I can live with that. A little bit of variation is kind of nice. I want to go old school on this. So I'm using like these old school Minecraft blocks because I just want to keep it stone-based. You know, I know I could use deep slate or gradient, and so I just feel like this is the right look. So then I started digging in an area because I do want to have a couple cherry blossom trees here. I'm thinking maybe we do 1, 2, 3. Maybe custom, or maybe just use the vanilla cherry blossom trees. I might not actually mind to do that. I see I got one to grow over there. Oh man, how many times am I going to hit the C button to zoom and forget that I don't have it at this moment? So we have this area right here. I think it's going to look nice. So what I'll do is probably do, again, trying to keep this basically the old school look. We're just going to go right along like this and then use this. Now I have to actually go in between because I'm going to fence these off because you don't want people messing around with your trees. So I am going to fence them off something like this. And you have to go every other to get the iron bars to connect. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think that'll be okay. I think the trees will grow nicely, and just as long as there's a spot where they won't connect to the iron bars, I think that's all we really require.
Tracy, connect to Titan Station.
Connecting.
The Titan Station?
I don't understand the reference, but Hank insists on calling it that.
Okay. Hello? Hank, it's Steve and Edwin. I understand your new redirect is ready for a test? I think so. It turned out to be harder than I expected, but I'm hopeful that it's ready.
Hank, are you okay?
I'm fine. I just need a recharge soon. You did great getting this working, Hank. Go to bed. I think I have to, but Steve, if you don't hear from me, I'm not sure. Hank, what are you saying? Just don't worry. Everything will be fine. Take care of yourselves. Connecting to the redirect. Hank!
Redirecting to the future node.
That didn't sound good, Steve.
No, it didn't.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Fred, it's good to hear your voice.
Oh, Edwin. I messed up.
What do you mean? What happened?
There was an accident, and James was hurt. He was asleep for weeks. We had to retreat underground, and when I couldn't contact you anymore, I tried to help him.
What did you do?
I found this book that taught me some druidic magic. There was a spell that I thought would wake his consciousness, but...
But what? Fred, what happened?
He disappeared. James just disappeared. He's gone. Worse, the cold is getting so terrible. I don't know what to do.
Fred, take the arc communicator and head underground.
I will find James.
Couple other little things like a fountain, which I think looks really nice. I bone milled these cherry blossom trees just to get them to grow. I was going to go 3 trees, but they are bigger than I really remembered, so I think that's going to look really good. And yeah, people can just walk along here. Going to definitely add in some benches and stuff for them to sit, but oh man, the atmosphere here is nice. I thought about bone mealing this up for grass, but no, I think I'm going to keep the grass nicely manicured. Just some flowers here. Again, went with the pink to play off the cherry blossom thing, and the green because that's the color of Steelport, and at least, if not Steve Tepic, since he's been, wearing a green skin for a couple years now, at least green is sort of reflective of Steve Tepic, and this is where he is the Baron of. Now, I've been thinking about what to put up on top of these, and I have gone back and forth and back and forth, and I think what I'm going to do here, is going to do a flag, and I think what we'll just do is we'll just sort of fill this in like this, and then what I'll do is I'll come... where do we go? Right in the middle, I think. So we'll go in the middle, and then we'll just go up like maybe 3 of these, and then switch over to fences. So 1, 2, 3, and then all we'll do is we'll go 1 off to the side and 1 off to the other side, and then we'll just do again with this, and just do simple flag like this. I think that'll look really, really nice, and bring in just some color, something that's going to look good. Now we're going to come down a little bit. It's not just going to be that small. Can I reach it? I can't reach it. So what do we think? Little flags here. I think it looks pretty darn nice despite the rain and all that. But yeah, this is a really nice courtyard. Really, the last thing I want to do is I want to add some lighting in. I already sort of have this set up for lighting with these posts. That's why I put all the posts in, because each of these posts will have a lantern the whole way around, just to make sure this area is all lit up and safe for our inhabitants going to their trial date and all that kind of stuff. I think it looks really cool. I'm going to leave this open. If you fall in, that's on you, man. Like, look where you're stepping. Look up from your phone, kids. All right. So I'm going to get some lighting and some benches in here, and I think we're getting close to wrapping up this little project. I really like this little tiny episode. I mean, I love it. Hopefully you do as well. This may be the direction that we go just for a little while here. Like I said earlier, I got some stuff going on. So a little episode like this is going to be just what the doctor ordered, I think. So we're going to get right into the comment of the day. Putting it here from Jeremy DeRave. Putting it here too, as I'm not sure you'll see comments on older videos, which I do. I see all comments. Love the Fixxiverse, me and my son both. That's really awesome to hear. Hey Fixit, not an avid commenter, but have been following your stories for a good long while already. Wanted to ask a question and put out a suggestion. For the Pirate Bay, was there not going to be a house, mansion, place for the leader up on the ledge near the storage building? There was, and I completely forgot. I remember saying that in the video, and then I forgot because that video was like a month of work. Also a suggestion for Steelport, could you add a glass brick factory? You can include stonemasons and clerics, I think, to utilize villager trading and limit sand farming and clay farming. Same could work for terracotta. With the massive farms you have everywhere, emeralds should be fine, and you should be buying the product from factory workers. Just a thought, amazing content. There's something completely different on YouTube. Thanks for the entertainment. You know, that's a really interesting comment, and it's something that I 100% am going to do. I love that idea, because I have all these big buildings, and you know, some of them have stuff like this, a netherwort factory, kind of. Geez, I need to decorate the inside of that. This is supposed to be a, what is this? Is this the school? Yeah, this is like an elementary school, I think. And you know, I have some function to some of these, but what I really want to do is I do want to get into villager trading, and I want to set up an epic trading hall specifically for masons, because I think they're the ones who give you quartz. If not, I want to set one up for whoever gives you quartz, because I think this area is just so perfect for something like that. Oh, look at the town hall as it comes in, a city hall. I love it. Oh, this tree grew too. That's very nice. So I think that what we'll do is next time we work here in Steelport, we'll set up another factory similar to all these. I really want to set up a factory kind of right here in this empty area near the city hall, just to fill this space, so that way basically the courtyard that I did this time is going to stand out even more than it already does, because it'll be like more unique since there's going to be buildings. So I'll probably do a building like basically right here, and then we'll definitely have an alley to the back door of my storage building just for the sake of doing it. So yeah, so maybe the next episode that we work from Steelport, we're going to do that. We're going to set up a big mason trading hall, and what we'll do is in every trading hall, we'll also do one where there's something I can get stuff from, like Fletcher's or something for emeralds, you know, for basically free emeralds, or like librarians or something like that, just so I can have it all right there. Like I can use sticks, get the emeralds, and then go get as much quartz as I can until the trades need to lock for the day. You know what I mean? I think it's going to work really well. I think it's a really, really cool idea, and definitely something that we're going to do. I had thought about doing something up in this flat area, but I don't think so. I want to keep it where when you're walking in the main doors, you will. And eventually we'll get to decorating the inside of this as well. As you can see, I have not done that yet, but I will. You know, I'll be honest, I had actually ended this episode, and the more I was thinking about the episode and about how sort of little I got done, the more I was like, I can do more. I mean, this build it's fine. I mean, I like it. I like it for sure. I like the courtyard. I like how just sort of simple it is. It wasn't meant to be anything extreme, but I just feel like I could do a little bit more. So I came over here and I went ahead and built a parking lot, and I think it just looks really, really cool. It looks very modern. I mean, we're definitely moving up into the sort of the more modern ideas here. I am starting to put in some what do you call these lamp posts, just because I do want to light the whole thing up, and I'm just going with this sort of basic design, you know, nothing real special there. And yeah, I just think this, whenever you see it from a distance and you see, oh, this is where cars or horse and carriage or whatever is going to come in. I thought about doing hitching posts. I think I still might. I think what I might end up doing is making this like a full block right here, and then putting like a hitching post, so that way it's like if it is a horse and carriage, they would just have a place to hitch. Also, you saw me fighting the beacon or fighting the Wither there to make some beacons. I just kind of am out of beacons. I think I've just been leaving them around places, so I decided to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be bringing in a lot more leaf, but nicely, like manicured plants along here, I think. Maybe not here as much, but like through in little areas like this. Because I want to show that, yeah, you know, someone's taking care of this. This isn't just like nature. It's not just rando plants. It's like, you know, they have like probably like a gardener, a landscape person or a company or something that would actually do this and make sure that everything is sort of where it needs to be. So we'll do a lot more of that over time. The other thing I want to do today in this episode is I actually want to just sort of naturize this area over here. After I get all of the lighting put up, the lamps around the parking lot, I want to make just this, and probably, honestly, probably just do, I think probably just trees, just probably some random trees, maybe a few different kinds of trees, not a lot, not a ton, but just, you know, if there's this big area here, they'd probably just have a few trees. So I might do a little park, maybe even a path, because I did leave this here. I left this sidewalk here because I thought, well, you know, people might walk through here, so maybe we'll do some picnic tables or something like that. But yeah, a little shaded area that I think could really add a lot to this front of this building. I made a decision here, and I thought I would just bring you all in and talk about it for a second before I take this down. So I just planted a combination of trees here, and I really like it mostly, except for the cherry blossom trees. And, you know, I wanted to use them because they're the new hot wood and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I think that in this area at least, if I'm going to do cherry blossom trees, they need to be sort of purposefully planted. I can't just hodgepodge them around like I usually do with trees and leaves and all that kind of stuff, because they're so incredibly different. So instead, I'm going to take these down. I'm using my fortune hoe to get as many saplings as I can, because eventually I do want to actually do a cherry blossom grove. You know, the nearest one from here is actually pretty far away, so I think I can just build one closer. So I'm going to take down these cherry blossom trees, come back in with basically a combination of flowering azaleas and oak, and hopefully get more of these big oak trees that make so much difference. Maybe a spruce here or there, and birch, I think. I think that should probably do it. Just let all of these leaves sort of go away. All right, I think I am done for this episode for real this time, and I love it. By the way, check out the cherry blossom trees. Our good friend Jermsyboy updated his pack just for me, just for us to check it out, and they look so beautiful. You're going to get that if you go over to Jermsyboy's YouTube page. This is going to be released whenever the update comes out, so you can get your hands on these beautiful bushy leaves yourself. But for now, only me, only I have it, and it's so great. So we have this little area in here that looks really nice, and I added in these benches, and I think they look super nice too. So a little grove here. I did take the time to actually make the ground look a little bit nicer. Nothing real special, just some patches of coarse dirt under trees, as you see. And I added these benches in here too, which are really nice. Some of them have backs, some don't. And I think that looks just great. I mean, I love this area. I can't wait to build buildings right here sort of beside it to really sell it. But for right now, I am very, very happy with our city hall, or Axium, if you will. So I'm going to see you all next episode from Survival with Fix. The next thing to have here on this channel is almost for sure going to be the Edwin Origins Mage 100 Days modded video. I'm still working on it, but it is really, really hard. So you're going to see that. It's probably been quite a long video, and you can check out the, 6 or 7 lore segments I have that our good friend Chaos was kind enough to voice all of Edwin's parts, as he always does. Special thanks to Chaos and Jerm for voicing today's lore segment, and I'll see you all next episode. Bye, everybody.